Hey everybody, it's Sean from Retaliation Resale. And today's video is what sold on eBay for the following week. And we're doing it from the 9th through the 15th. So a couple announcements, just basic housekeeping. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you would please subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Please leave a comment if there's something you'd like me to talk about as it pertains to eBay. I'll do that. Basically what I do is I do what I call the segment bathroom books, which is books that I'm listing on Amazon FBA. That'll be on Monday, and I cover 7 books that I like, that are profitable or interesting, or, you know, there's some kind of story behind them. Wednesday is what sold on eBay, and then Friday will be a straight sort of Amazon FBA sort of business, how to analyze deals, where to find books, how to kind of scale your business, what you can do, what you can't do, that kind of thing. So, that's hopefully going to be on Friday, and I think the next video on Friday will be, can you still make money on Amazon FBA and understanding your expenses, which is really important and something that nobody ever talks about. But today, we're going to talk about what I sold on eBay the following week, and I only sold 2 things. I sold Xbox version of Doom from 2016, kind of a collector's edition. Came in a metal tin. That sold for, I believe, $19.95. And then I also sold a children's series about a robot, volume 1 through 9. It sold for $19.50. I don't have my notes in front of me. Going off memory, I think it's Ricky Ricotta. And it's a robot series. Volumes 1 through 9. Originally, I had it listed for $25. I got an offer for $20, and I was going to take it. And then when I was looking at it, I realized that somehow when I entered the shipping, I entered it for the wrong amount. It was like $2 or $3, and this thing weighed about like 4 pounds because it's a good heavy stack. So I had to decline it. Went back in, changed shipping, and then I got another offer for $19.50, and I said, fine, let's go, because the right shipping was there. If I taken the $20 offer, shipping was off about $5, so it would have been like I took a $15 offer, and I couldn't do that. So those are the 2 items that sold. Okay, now you're probably going, okay, well, that's a pretty short episode. But I want to talk about a couple of things that I listed and some interesting things that are going on about them. So let's see here. Okay. I had a U.S. Army in World War II set that I showed you last episode that I was going to list. And I did that. I listed it. And then there's this book. And I've listed it. U.S. Army in World War II, European Theater of Operations, The Ardennes, Battle of the Bulge. Now, it's very interesting because one thing that eBay does that I don't like is you can see an item, you can watch it, or you can follow it. Or no, it's how many views, and you can like follow it to see kind of what it does. And one of the things that you can do is if you can see that somebody is following your item, you can send them a special offer. And I don't like that. I listed my 3-book item, and there's one that I had viewed that was similar. It was World War II, but it was a different... You know, this is European Theater of Operations. The other one was, I forget off the top of my head, but this one was similar, but it wasn't the same set. And there was an offer for $38.21. And I was kind of confused because I had, I was like, wow, it's telling me that it's 15% off, but I thought I listed that higher at like $65. And I did. And what it was is, it wasn't somebody responding to my offer. It was somebody else that had a set similar. It's another set in the series, not the same set, 3 different books. And that person was saying, hey, I'll give it to you for $38.21. It was 14.99% off. And it's really difficult with eBay because it'll say in small print seller offer in blue, it has a little oval around it. So at first it looks like somebody's making you an offer on a book that you have, but it's not. It's somebody trying to sell you something. And if you're not careful, you could end up, accidentally buying something that you don't want. So something to be careful for eBay. This is a really nice book. in the back, you'll see, I'm going to put this up here. You'll see, whenever you see a clump like this and it's empty space, that's because there's maps. Okay? These are fold-out maps, and I won't get into it too much. But they put pages in and they cut them so the maps can rest flush with the rest of the book. So if you ever, see a spine and you see it's got this weird, it'll look like a spacer, there's maps in the back. So check that book out. It might be worth something, okay? Pro tip 1. The other thing I did is, oops, you can see my bald head. Sorry about that. I got this other set of books, and it is The Story of the Stone. And I cannot pronounce the author's name. I won't try. CAO. I don't know how you pronounce that. There's a kind of well-known cigar brand. We just call it CAO. I don't know if this is Cow or Koa or whatever. But it's a 5-volume set. This is Penguin Classics. There is another Penguin Classics set that is similar, but it has a yellow border. There's 2 complete sets of this on eBay. Brand new one is $60, and then there's a complete used one of $55. I listed mine for $40. Now, I listed it. I already received an offer in 3 days that I turned down. Somebody offered me $30, and I said no. There's a bunch of volume 1s for sale, anywhere from like $5 to $8. They include shipping. And, you might be like, well, okay, Sean, $8 for one times 5 is $40. So you could get those for $40 in free shipping, and you're selling yours for $40 plus shipping. That doesn't seem very good. Well, there's about 5 copies of number 1, a couple of copies of number 2, and 1 copy of number 5. And there are no copies of 3 or 4. So it's kind of a seller's market. If you want the whole set, the cheapest place you can buy it used is $55 plus shipping, and I'm offering it for $40 plus shipping. So my set is, I think, in better condition, and it's $15 cheaper. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that's good. I'm going to go out of frame there for a second. Now, I understand that everybody wants a deal. So if somebody said, hey, would you take $5 less, 35? Yeah, sure. I got a little room for negotiation and for giving somebody a bargain, but 40, $10, that's 25% off. And I try to price myself fairly. So, I think 40 is good. 35, 30, no. We're not going to take that. And then the other thing that I did, reaching down again, is I did a bundle. And I did a kids movie bundle. And these I did for basically $12.50. We've got a bunch of Scooby-Doo's. These are DVDs. Let's see. A couple more Scooby-Doo's. We've got Dennis the Menace for Christmas. We've got Piglet's Big Movie. Yay, Piglet. We've got Extreme Adventure Fun. That's Disney. And Where the Wild Things Are, Maurice Sendak. So this is sort of the animated movie, not the non-animated movie that came out a little while ago. And the reason I did these is lots sometimes can be hit or miss, especially lots like this. I decided to do $6, $12.50 to see what happens. One person's viewed it. We'll see if there are any more. Because basically I have about 85 DVDs and I want to kind of do a blowout. I don't know if I'll do, basically 25 cents or 50 cents. So if I have 100, I'll blow them out for like 20 or 25 plus shipping and handling. I get DVDs a lot. People don't want them as much, but if they can get them cheap and they can get a lot of them, that's something that might be interesting to kind of see. So if you have a lot of DVDs, just package them up and try to blow them out. So I wanted to see how these would sell, or if I'd have any interest, especially kids stuff can be expensive. And I thought, okay, well, we'll do a test drive. If this doesn't work, I'll simply, you know, lump them in with the other $1.50 of DVDs that I have, and I'll blow them out and give somebody, you know, a really good deal. They're light, postage isn't much, and I don't really have too many duplicates, so that'll be fun. So those 3 things are things that I've listed. A couple other things that I'm going to list that came in, and these are John Grisham books, and they're through Puffin, and you know, this is his series that I think is more kind of supposed to be like pulp fiction. There's a lot of these that come out. There's 5 books. I think I listed them for $12 or $12.50 plus tax. Somebody offered like $10 for the whole set plus shipping. I take it. These I think will something like this will do okay. You know, if it sits around for a couple of months and hasn't sold, I'll drop the price a couple of bucks, and you know, we'll go from there. Now the other thing that's interesting, and I just got these in, and I'm going to list these. I have 15 Roald Dahl books, and Roald Dahl did The Fantastic Mr. Fox, Matilda, also did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The interesting thing about these is if you look on the back, it says not for resale. Whenever you see that, you know that that's because it is part of a set. And there are, I should say, a couple of sets for Roald Dahl. It's in a slip case, that big box that's open-faced, that the books slide in. And there's one for 14 books. I think there's another one for like 28 or more. So this is by far not a complete set, but there's a lot of them, and I'll probably sell this for about 20 bucks. It seems to be kind of the average price. And it's the sort of thing where I'll probably go down to $17.50, catch me on the right day, maybe 15, but probably not. 20 seems to be a good price. It just depends on how much people are willing to pay. It's around Christmas time. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people want a deal. You know, if you say, hey, 15, you know, offer me 15, if you're like, hey, money's tight and my kids would really like this, how about 15? Okay, give me a little story, put a little effort into it. Been there, don't have kids, but hey, I have a niece and a nephew. I know what it's like. They're a little grown. I have cats. I understand bills, you know, expenses. So I'm going to list those, the John Grisham and the Roald Dahl. And then I've already sold a couple of things. There's a couple of things that you haven't seen that I've listed that have... Actually, there's only one, because the other one was that book I was talking about where the seller actually offered me a deal. And I thought that was a customer, and I was like, oh, I'll take it. But then I was like, wait a minute. It's the set that's $45. I think the single book is $65. That's the one I showed you down here, the one with the maps. And I've now buried it, so we'll leave that there. But so I've already sold one thing. It's a nice set of like textbooks, but I'll get into that next video. But you know, there you have it. The kids are circling. I'm in the kitchen. I think they think it's time for food. We'll see if anybody comes over. Oh, they're all running. Oh, you hear that? Yeah, hey guys. How's it going? Nope, you don't want to come here? Oh, okay, hold on. Say hi to the camera, Heartache. Right there. This is Heartache. Okay, you get to go. Whoa, lean in. It's like that old thing. Feels boxed in and spaced out. Woo. All right, guys. Okay, let's not go there. Sorry about the flashbacks, people. thank you all for watching the video. If you have anything that you want me to talk about as far as eBay goes, I'm happy to do so. Like I said, I mostly sell books on Amazon FBA, but I'm concentrating on selling book lots on eBay, and it's going pretty well. I had up to 150 listings, got down to about 45 or 50, and now I'm up to about 55 or 60, and they're climbing. But what I'm selling, what I'm listing, sells better, sells quicker, and sells for good money. So, you know, I'm not selling any used 3 cassette tape set of Frank Sinatra for $8. Okay, so none of that anymore. Primarily just books and media. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video.